Hello everyone. Am I audible to all?
Hello everyone, do switch on your cameras. We want to see everyone.
Yeah, it would be really great if you can guys switch on your cameras and
Yeah.
we can have a good discussion. Like it's on you all, whatever you all feel comfortable with it. You all can. Yeah, great. So many of us have joined and there are still people joining us. So we'll start with the introduction and stuff so that everyone can join and then the discussion will start. Yeah.
Dhairya, let's wait for 5 more minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. That's fine. Yeah, so we can wait for 2-3 minutes more
Yeah.
and people will join. So everyone can visit our website, Twitter page, and you guys can see over there what all we do, what is our community. For those who are not joined in our community, they can have a look once so that you can get idea that what exactly. Okay, I think we should start now, Manasvi, so that people will
Okay.
join it. Yeah,
Okay.
fine. So I will start with the introduction for scientific community. So this community was started just 2 months ago in April, and then we conducted many webinars, and we have our website. It's on the chat box www.scientific-community.in. So you can go and visit there. So main aim to start this community was to join the students basically and network the students and also network the professors with the students so that the gap that is there in the education system, like there are many students who actually don't directly interact with professors or don't have those privileges like many of us have in our universities, and many of us don't. So we started this community so that we can connect those students and also the other students who are much privileged, I can say. So the communication gap, and also second thing, the students who are in different states, like I can say Odisha, Jharkhand, Bihar, and obviously I'm from Gujarat, Baroda. So to connect the research scholars working in different states, that there might be some research scholar who is working on same topic, right? Like if someone is working on breast cancer, and there are many other people working on breast cancer all over India. So this community can help those research scholars also, and even the master students, and the PI can directly interact with the students over here. So in these 2 months, we successfully conducted 6 webinars, They were on different topics, like we cover sociological aspects of science, then we covered social skills, then starting to webinars were on epithelial mesenchymal transition, and the second one was on flow cytometry, and there was a neuroscientist from TIFR, Professor MC Arunan. You might, most of them you might know him. He is the founder for Cube Collaborative Undergraduate Biology Education. So yeah, we are even thinking to collaborate with them. And MC Arunan sir has showed remarkable uh, thing in his career, and he has motivated many students. And we will start a Cube chat for scientific community in some time, so you all even can join it. And yeah, that's it. I can say you can visit our Twitter page. And scientific discussions for today's topic was uh, today's topic is quantum biology. And because many of the students and even some research scholars were more interested uh, to know about this quantum biology, and like we have our WhatsApp groups, you can obviously join us, you can mail us directly. So write down mail ID in a chat box, so you can mail us. Those who want to join the scientific community, most welcome. Those who are not, and the people who wants to join SciChat. But let me tell you, uh, there are many messages in that group because people keep on discussing things on different topics. They discuss some maths, they discuss physics, they discuss chemistry, biology, they integrate things, ecology, and whatnot. So if you are really interested in discussions and those kind of things, you can join our side chat groups also. So over there, you can just mail us that we want to join your community and the side chat discussion group. So we'll add you up in the group. Yeah. So I think I should hand over my mic to Manasvi. Okay, I left with my introduction. I'll give my introduction. So I'm a master student of cell and molecular biology at the Maharaja Sajirao University of Baroda, and I worked at IIT Bombay for my internship project under Sanjeev Srivastava in proteomics. And in first year, I did my project at MS University only, and that was on Dictyostelium discoideum. And recently, I got into IISc Bangalore for my internship, but unfortunately, due to this COVID crisis, I was not able to go. So I hope I'll do my dissertation from there. I'm just thinking on it. So that goes for my introduction. And yeah, uh, there was a great effort from the team, I can say. Uh, some team members are not here. So I can say it was a great opportunity for all of them. And also the main thing, the scientific communication that we want to do and develop the networking in the students. So I will hand over the mic to Manasvi, today's host and moderator. And so let's start the discussion, and hand over the mic to Manasvi. Manasvi, you can take over.
Yeah, thank you, Daria. So, yeah, I just wanted to add a little bit about scientific community. Feeling I'm an outsider, and Daria and his friends started this, and I just saw it on Twitter, and I was so fascinated because it is a student community of 1,500 students. So that's pretty cool. And all the WhatsApp groups, I'm a part of one WhatsApp group and SciChat group, and SciChat is so explosive with thoughts. Like I used to think I was smart and intellectual, but we'd have people asking different questions, and the way everybody approaches it is very, very fun and very interesting. I mean, it's always buzzing. So if you don't like that kind of groups, because we have had complaints about why is this group always, active, but that's the point of it. We want informal discussion. We want people to network. We want you to all talk to each other. And even this discussion is going to be very, very, very informal. So I have read up on biophysics, and I actually didn't know about biophysics, let's say, by quantum. biology before this. I didn't know it was a field. But when I started reading it, I spent like one whole day just going through research papers and research papers and research papers and different YouTube talks. It's so fascinating. But I'm still not an expert and I still don't understand a lot because physics is not my expertise. But what I want to say is that this discussion is going to be open and free, and even the questions I'm going to ask, some of the answers even I don't know. The point is for us all to, try and figure it out together and try to, understand it together. And also, one more thing, it's not a debate. I absolutely hate debates. Don't choose sides. Okay, it's a discussion. So we're here to understand and learn more and make friends and and if you have any doubts, it's all welcome. So that's why I would suggest everybody to switch on the camera so it's more friendly and open and yeah. So I'll just start. The first question is actually introduction because we want to know all of you. So there are 30 participants, so I don't know how quickly we can do that. So we'll keep it really short, okay?
Okay,
And
so Manasvi, I will just add that you can just give your introduction like uh, your name and the institute that you belong and what is your interest. That's it, I can say. So you can give your introduction. Manas, we can call out the names that so that that person, there is no chaos, right? So
yeah, okay.
and one more thing I will like to add is that even I don't know the answers of the questions in quantum biology. So I'm not an expert. I'm a student like you. I started this community. All right. There is a team working in it. All right. But I really don't know about quantum biology. I'm not an expert in it. Right. So I think there's not point that if no one knows the answer, then I think we can go search on it and then come back to our groups and then discuss about it if some
Yes,
questions are
yes.
left. So we can do that, right? So yeah, and
Yeah.
there is no compulsion for anyone that no, you need to answer it, you need to answer it. No, it's a friendly discussion, so just keep in mind, nothing else. So
Yeah,
yeah, Manasi, you
and
can start.
also one thing is, yeah, one sec. One more thing is like I want all of you to speak. So I might just call your name and don't get scared or anything. It's just so that we want to hear your opinion and what you think about it because you're obviously interested in this topic. That's why you've joined. And it doesn't have to be correct. It doesn't have to be informed. It doesn't have to be scientifically proper. We're just here to discuss. And also, I hope nobody monopolizes the discussion and we don't want to hear only one person. So, like, we want to hear you, but don't, take over the whole conversation. We want everybody's voices to be heard. Okay? So, yeah, like Daria said, just a small introduction and your research interest. Because a lot of people here are undergraduate and master student and doing a lot of cool research projects. Or even if you're not doing, would you like to do in the future? So, Dharya has already given his introduction. I think I'll give mine in the last. Uh, okay, Sakshi, Nawad, do you want to go first?
Uh, yes.
Hey,
Hi,
Sakshi. Yeah.
I'm Sakshi, and I'm from Ramnarayan Ria College, Mumbai. I'm pursuing my graduation in biochemistry from there. And I don't know anything about quantum physics, so I really wanted to know what is it's like quantum. It sounds like a physics or a word, and then connection between the physics and biology. So that's it. I wanted to know. Uh,
Okay. Yeah.
that's it.
That's it. Okay, thank you, Sakshi. I think I also have made a list of further reading. I'll share it in the end, where there are different research articles, so you can refer to that, to just understand more about the concept. So I'll do that in the end. Thank you for sharing, Sakshi. Okay, I'm very bad at pronouncing names. Okay, just pardon my
Okay, so
pronunciation.
can I do
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Can you do it there? Yeah, yeah. Just choose you.
Yeah, sure. So I'll start with Aparijita. Yes, Aparijita, you can turn on your mic and just give your introduction.
Uh, Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Good afternoon to all. So, my name is Aparajita Chakraborty, and I am a research scholar pursuing my PhD in biotechnology from St. Xavier's College, Calcutta, and I am working on an island's protein from fish. I mean, you all know Rui fish. So, I'm currently working on that. So,
Yeah, that's great. So Aparijita has even compiled our last
yeah,
discussion
yeah.
into an article, and he even has given a blog to our scientific community. So it will be published soon. So I think tomorrow I can say again, Aparijita, you
Yeah,
can check
yeah.
out tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
next I can see Zili. I'm sorry if I'm not able to pronounce your name because
No, no,
I
it's
see you
okay.
for
It's
the
okay.
first time.
I completely understand. Thanks to my parents, they happen to name me a little bit. Yeah, but it is Zillianam.
Okay,
So,
okay.
hi everyone. My name is Zillianam. I am a final year PhD graduate student at a Special Center for Molecular Medicine in JNU, and I work on drug discovery for malaria. But apart from my bench work, I also love to communicate science and add value to science through policy. And yeah, I mean, and I know nothing of quantum or physics, but then yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to be here and learn more. Yeah, that's it.
That's
Thank
really good. That's really good. I can say that most of you are most experienced. I can say from all the students because most of them are from undergraduates and masters. Even I am. I can say junior to you. So yeah. So and let me add that I had a paper presentation last semester and it was on malaria on drug discovery and it was on
you.
proteomics, but I don't really remember what exactly it was. I'm really very sorry. So yeah, next is Mihir Pradhan. You can introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a undergrad student. I'm in my last year in Mumbai University, SIS College.
Can you be louder?
Yeah,
Can't
sure.
hear you. Yeah.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
No?
Um, you can just use your earphones if they are.
No, that's the problem. They are not.
Okay, okay, fine,
Okay,
fine.
we
You can
will
speak
try our
louder.
best. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so hi, my name is Mihir Pradhan. I am from Mumbai and I study in SIS College. I'm an undergrad student in biotechnology. And yeah, as Mansi said, the group does buzz a lot, but we have intelligent discussion. So I like participating in at least a few of them if I can catch what topic is going on. As to today's topic, I'm not quite familiar with quantum biology, but I have a keen interest in quantum physics. I've read up a few books and I hope I can contribute to some discussions here. And
Yeah,
my
Oh,
yeah.
research interest is in cancer biology. So I hope I can pursue that as a PhD and hope to learn from everybody here. Thank you.
That's really great. Yeah, yeah, Mihir.
thank
Nice
you,
to have.
Mehul. I actually have a little confusion with quantum tunneling and all of that. Maybe
Yeah,
later on in
yeah,
the talk, you can
I
help us
know
out.
all of it today.
Even even I
What?
have.
Yeah, so I hope everybody can clear it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
next, Bindusha Das, can you just unmute yourself and introduce? Yeah, and let me tell you, she is a part of our admin team. So yeah, Bindusha, go ahead.
So, hi everyone, I'm Bindusha Das and I am pursuing my bachelor's. Yeah, I can see we have our last year exams while no one is having their exams. Anyway, so, okay, so I am part of the scientific community. So, yeah, that's all about me. And yeah, I'm friends with Dhairya. So, he's the one like the scientific community's baby. So, you can say he just pick all of us like who is going to come with me. I'm creating this community and all that, and like yeah, so here we are, scientific community doing these discussions and all that. Okay.
Bindusha hosted the first webinar of,
First two webinars.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
first two webinars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next, nice to have you, Bindusha. So no
Oh,
formality.
thank you.
And next I'll put Shamanta. Yes, Shamanta, can you hear me? Yes, Shamanta, can you hear me? Shamanta Hegde. Okay, I guess she might be a bit shy because she's joining for first time. So never mind. If do you want to introduce yourself? Okay, so you can write down in the chat box if you are okay. Yeah. So next I will call out for Prithvinath. Prithvinath, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. I am Prithvinath. I'm a first year's master's student. I'm doing it from Department of Biotechnology, Pondicherry University. My research interest is in protein engineering, although I do not have any experience or any knowledge in that. It's I like that field and I would like to pursue my PhD in that, and if it's possible, my master's project in that as well. I've been interested in quantum physics for a while, and I know the buzzword, but I do not know much meaning behind it, and I hope I can learn some.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think most of us don't know anything about it because it's really very new field, and we biologists are really very tackling with physics and maths, I can say. That's
I've
why
been
we
reading.
that's
This
why
has
I
been
think most of
actually a
them took biology. No, because they don't want to take up mathematics in 12th, 11th, 12th, I guess. Most
this
of
this
them.
discussion this discussion for me has been a coincidence. I've been reading about magnetoreception, and I've been reading about that, and there is one particular mechanism in that which is based on quantum physics. I think I'll
Great.
discuss that later on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
do.
That would be
Looking
really
forward
great.
to it.
Yeah. So next is Karthike Saxena. Yes, Karthike, can you just
Ye-
introduce yourself?
yes. Hello, I'm Karthik Saxena. I'm from Faridabad. I'm currently pursuing my BSc Honors Zoology from Shri Venkateshwara College, University of Delhi. So, Corona gave me a hard time actually. it struck, it actually struck my exam of final semester. So my basic interest is of cancer biology, and I've completed my three projects, which is one on immunohistochemical assessment of GERD in eyelid carcinoma, specifically in conjunctival melanoma, squamous cell carcinoma, and sebaceous gland carcinoma from AIMS Delhi. Um, and currently, I was about to do the research project on glioblastoma, but due to Corona, it also sucked. And my publication is in under review in experimental and molecular pathology journal, and yeah, forward I'm looking forward for doing the biotechnology from anywhere, like I'm trying to get into JNU or like South Asian University, but it is difficult to pass out the entrance actually because I don't know what things they ask in the exams. So yeah, that
Zilly
is all.
here
And
is from
I
JNU.
can, I can really help
Yeah.
you with that.
oh, please,
Yeah.
help me.
You can email her or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Please feel free.
please share your email.
Yeah, I'll just type it in the chat box. Right.
Yeah. Actually, I read the paper of John Zhou. He's a scientist in University of Surrey, Department of Quantum Biology, the origin
Yeah.
of quantum biology. So
Oh, yeah.
from there, I had a great interest in quantum biology. I have searched on it, basic search on it, like color confinement theory, quantum tunneling, quantum electrodynamics. So yeah, I got an interest in quantum biology. That's why I attended this side chat so that I got to know about many things. Thank you.
All the best with your paper, Karthik.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Still it is in under process. It's like about one and a half month.
Yeah,
I
that's
also
normal.
getting nervous.
Which journal did you apply for?
experimental and molecular pathology.
Yeah, it will take some time. It even takes 1 year sometimes.
Yeah, that,
So,
then I'm thinking I should have tried in the nature scientific also. It also takes about 1 hour, 1 year.
yeah, it does. It does.
Thank you.
Yeah. So best of luck for your paper, and you can surely share your paper with us so
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
everyone can get to know. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
next, Sneha. Yes, Sneha. Can you just hear me? If you can introduce yourself. Yes, Sneha. Just feel free to introduce yourself. Okay. So I think she can write down her introduction in chat box. Yes, Sneha. Do you want to give your introduction? Okay, so yeah, Abhishek, my friend, Abhishek Mishra, you can give your introduction.
I think you can see me now. Am I audible?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm doing masters in biochemistry from same Maharaja Sayaji Rao University of Baroda, and uh, there might have seen me during the lectures. So yeah, so actually I was the first one who responded to the message which there said that are we are interested in talking about quantum biology. So I told, yeah, I've been chasing, like I'm trying to know more about it since like it's been a year, like I'm trying to know. um, I've seen almost every videos of Jim Al Khalili, and as I don't remember the name,
Yeah.
but I guess Kartikeya said that, or Prithviraj said that about some physics concept which he was telling. I guess he was telling about quantum entanglement
Yeah.
for the bird thing, the radical pair mechanism. So yeah, so looking forward to this entire discussion, and let's see what we get. Like I personally, I'm very much interested in quantum physics, but as Harry said it starting, that many people leave maths because they are not good in it, so they take biology. So it was same with me, but yeah, we live to learn, and maybe I can do something good. Like I can, I can learn now,
Yeah.
if not then, because at that time we usually do it for the academic thing. We don't have interest and all, and as we grow, we develop an interest, and so yeah. And even I'm thinking to make my career in quantum biology only. So
Oh.
That's
like
really great. I can say most of the answers that people will ask, I think you can give those answers.
I I really don't know. Let's see what kind of questions they are going to ask.
Actually,
I'm so
yesterday,
happy now. She's covered.
yeah,
Like there's somebody to
actually,
back me up.
even actually yesterday, Abhishek told me that I'm not feeling well, and so I thought that, oh, then who will cover me up, because I really don't know about quantum biology much. I just have seen 2 3 videos and some 1 or 2 research papers, not more. So I thought that who will cover me up, and like if we don't do good, then so I thought that no, he will join, relax.
Uh, yeah, like I was not well. Like even I'm coughing and I have some issues. Like I, I even give sent you a snapshot of my blood
Yeah,
pressure.
actually he gave me.
But I'm totally fine. The topic, like, it's very interesting. I think I
Yeah,
should uh, like I thought that let's go ahead with it. Like
yeah, yeah.
like if you have interest for something, then I don't think so your disease or your disorder will stop
True,
to
true.
pursue it.
Correct.
So yeah, other people can give their introduction.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you, Abhishek. So now I like to tell Naisargi Jain to give her introduction.
Hello,
Yeah,
can you
you are.
hear me?
Yes.
I am Naisargi. I am a bachelor student in cell and molecular biology from the Maharaja Sayaji Rao University, a junior of the area. My current interest of research is bioengineering and synthetic biology.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's really great, I can say. Yeah, and she is even doing paper presentation right now. So yeah, we just had a discussion on her paper. So yeah, all the best for your paper presentation, I can say, Naisalgi.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So next I can say Rutika. Yes, Rutika, can you hear me? I think Rutika. Hello. I think these people are really very new, so I think they don't know about us, and I think that's why. Anyways, so Rutika, you can type down your introduction in chat box if you are not comfortable. I think up till the end you can introduce. I hope you are friendly enough. Anyways, so I would like to now tell Maria Joseph to introduce herself. Yes, Maria, can you hear me? Okay, no issues. Maria, can you hear me? I think she might be also having network problems, I guess. Okay, so yeah, that's great, Rutika. Uh, okay, so she is at ISER TVM and she's pursuing her uh, BSMS. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, it's all right. So we can go fast. So, Abranel, you can just introduce yourself.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
you are audible.
Okay. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Obranil Gangopadhyay, and I'm a resident of Kolkata. I'm currently doing my MSc Virology from National Institute of Virology. And as for my research interest, virology has been a research interest for quite a long time. And my previous master's from Bose Institute had me working on a project on bacteriophages, and it was a proteomic characterization of a mutant bacteriophage. And in it, I had to work on infection of mycobacteria and then characterizing the proteins that we get from the virus from it. Then now I am really interested in the poorly understood viruses, like say the viruses which feed on viruses, the virophages, and they exist. They actually exist. Yeah, it blew me, but they do exist. But the thing is, we are all stuck at this point. So it's just to hang in there. I suppose everyone can feel how I feel. And about quantum biology, I can say that I have really no experience, but I'm really interested in learning what it is about. I mean, as Dharya said, I also took up biology instead of all physics, chemistry, and all that. But then we had a bit of quantum physics in college in my bachelor's. So I hope I can contribute a bit if possible.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, Abranil. And even Abranil has given his article, which is under review. So, yeah, we'll just publish it next week, I can say.
Thanks.
And
Also,
Abranil's story
Abranil,
is good, I can say. He completed his two masters because he wanted to get.
One.
Yeah, yeah, he
My
completed his
other
one
one's one.
masters and he is into National Institute of Virology. And yeah, that's pretty good, I can say.
also, Abraham, there's a paper in, I think, Nature India, which talks about how when you get stuck on a problem or research problem, you should pursue different kinds of art, like, or just, do different things and inspiration strikes. Like, I
Okay.
just read it like 2 weeks ago, but I don't remember where it was. But it
On
was a
Twitter, I
very
guess.
interesting read. There was a
Nice.
scientist who had a problem and then he started playing this he started gardening, I think, and he got
Oh,
inspiration from there. So you should just continue going on with your life and inspiration will strike somewhere. Yeah.
of course. Thank you. Thanks for that.
That's
Yeah.
great. So now I will tell uh, Aryan Shanshuman to just introduce. Yes, Aryan. Hello, Aryansh. Am I audible? Okay, so you can write down your introduction in your the chat box if you are not comfortable to give it over here. It's okay, I can say. Hmm. Okay, so now whose turn? Whose turn? Okay, so Rishika Arora. Yes, Rishika Arora. Can you just introduce yourself?
Um, I'm a BSMS student at ICER Thiruvananthapuram, and I am more interested in physics. Like I'm sort of still struggling with how commutative operators work, but I was rather interested in how it can be applied to biology as well.
Correct. Thank you so much, Rishika. Yeah. So you can tell your friends to just from ISAT TVM, they can unmute themselves and I think they can speak up. Anyways, I think till end of the discussion they might come up with the topic and points. Yeah. So Sakshi Nawar, you can just introduce yourself.
I'm done with the introduction.
I'm really very sorry. Actually, I'm just reading out the names from the this people's list. Yeah. So okay. So
Have you
we
done
have
with Anshuman?
whom? Yeah, yeah. You can.
Anshuman.
Matlab, those who are left, you can take up. It's okay. Yeah, Anshuman, Aryan Anshuman. I think. Yes.
Is Ashutosh not there? You're so active on the group. I was actually.
Actually, I was searching for Ashutosh.
Yeah, like we all wanted to meet him, right?
Yes.
Everyone actually.
Where is Ashutosh? And that other boy, I think Sid. He seems
Siddharth.
very Siddharth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think he might
seems
have.
very like
He's, actually,
curious
he's my
about.
junior, and he's in second
Uh,
year only, second year bachelor's, and he has cleared his KVPY, and like he is really very interested into these stuffs. I don't know why he didn't join. I think he might have.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, he's very, I can say, forgetting kind of person. He forgets things, and he even was in our admin's team, but because actually he lives in hostel over here, and due to lockdown, he just directly went to his house, and it was very chaotic for him. So he told that okay, once I come back to Vadodara and university, I will again join the team. I said, yeah, that's okay, that's fine. So I think if anyone is left with the introduction, if I have not announced the name, you can unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
Yeah.
I think most of them is done. I think Ruchi Rana, I think she is left. Yes, Ruchi, can you
Okay.
just introduce yourself? Um, okay, actually, she had some network issues. She was joining, she was leaving. Okay, so I think we are all done with the introduction, and there are many people from ISAR TVM. Yeah, so you guys can unmute yourself. Yeah, Shruti, sorry. Yeah. I'm really very sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Shruti, I'm sorry.
Hello.
I just
It's
forget to
okay.
announce your name because
No problem. Problem. So, hi everyone. I am Shruti, and Dhairya and Bindusha both are my batchmates, and we study together. We enjoy together, and mostly I'm here not because of the word quantum, because I have a 36 ka aakda with physics. I'm here because of biology. But I think by the end of the discussion, I will start liking the word quantum also by seeing so many enthusiasts over here. And yes, I think it's going to be a great discussion. And
yeah,
regarding my research interests, I'm not very specific about what I'm really interested in, because every time I read something new, I feel, oh wow, this is so interesting. Oh wow, this is so interesting. So I'm still exploring myself. And yes.
and she sketches very well. So
Yeah.
Thank
one of scientific artists.
Yeah, actually. So she's just trying her hands on scientific art, and she even have given her heart for our website, I can say. So it's
Oh,
published.
Yeah.
You
Thank you
can go
very
and
much.
It is published under the article IATNA, I guess, right?
in the
Yes,
SciArt.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It is
Sai.
published. Yeah. So I think we are done with the introduction part.
Okay, no, wait. There is one girl, Shrestha Rath. Yeah, please, Shrestha, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Hello everyone, I'm Shrestha. I am a final year BSMS student from IISER Bhopal. I am interested in synthetic biology, neurobiology, and apart from that, I help out with science communication in some with some projects. Um, yeah, I have been recently interested in science policy as well. Um, yeah, so that's me. Happy to be here.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Shrestha. So yes, so we
So
have
hi
many.
guys, there was
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
like my microphone had. So guys, I'm Sneha from ISET Srilancham, interested in neurobiology, currently pursuing my first year of BSMS. So I was just curious about this topic, like physics with biology. So just joined, and I'm mostly more interested in scientific communication as well. So sorry for the late reply. I had some problems. So that's
it's all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Actually, so ISER TVM. There are many people from ISER TVM today. So how did you get
Yeah.
the link? Can it did like some seniors and
Ask, we are curious.
yeah, we are actually curious because there is one our friend who was in ISER TVM for her project last year. So you might
Yeah,
have
two of
shared
our
or
friends. Yeah.
might be. Yeah. Okay, no problem. So you guys, those who are really very new to this,
Oh,
so
we
they
just
can.
saw there was a post of this event in our group. Someone put it there. So
Oh,
found it interesting.
okay. Yeah. Great.
So someone put
So
this info in our group, batch group.
okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Great.
So there are many people from different institutions, different places, different backgrounds, different. I can say
Research experiences.
different research experiences. So that would be great discussion, I can say. Yeah. So Manasvi, you can just start the discussion, and if anyone like everyone can interact with each other. There's nothing like question answer round. Will not ask anyone. So yes, we have our another admin over here joining. Somalia, why so late?
oh yes. Yes,
You are
Somalia.
doing some work. Why are you late?
Yeah, we have not even started our discussion. We are waiting for you.
Exactly. I was having some wrong sector.
Okay, introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, myself Somalia Mitra. I'm currently studying in third year of Cell and Molecular Biology from Vikram Sarva Institute of Cell and Molecular Biology, MSU Vadodara, and I'm quite tech savvy and all. And I do have some quite small interest in maths and all. Might have seen in the PsyChat book.
Yes.
Thanks, Somalia. Thanks. And he is also part of our admin team and he's doing really very great. He's learning many things.
Yeah, he's the one igniting the interest from maths in everyone in that group. You can say.
Yes. So yeah. Is there something, some message organized or can go next? Yeah, we already introduced ourselves. So okay, I'll just introduce myself, Manasvi Bindusha again. So I am Dhairya Rajguru, and I am pursuing my integrated masters at Maharaja Sajirao University of Baroda in cell and molecular biology. And my research interest is really not very clear. I can say I am interested in proteomics and molecular biology. So yeah, I think that's it for the introduction. And uh, me and my team together started the scientific community. Bindusha, Soumilya, Manasvi, I think Shreya is also there. I think if she's so we all are there in the admins team, and there are many of our friends over here. So yeah, so Manasvi, I think you can start the discussion and yes, I'll just tell everyone that to interact with each other, it's okay to cut down anyone's point, but don't do a debate. Yeah, don't do a debate because it happens in the group, and we don't want anyone to connect it with some religion, some god, and something like that, please, because that's I can say heated up topic in our community. In all groups we have that discussion, and there is like around 800 900 messages in 1 hour on that topic. I can say a specific topic of religion and god. Some people not believing in it, some people believing in it, some supernatural powers, some not believing in it. So I think that's not our thing to go. So we can have a discussion specifically to science. That's it. Yeah, so you, and it's more important to integrate the subjects biology with physics with chemistry, organic chemistry, and so I think Manasvi, you can take over the discussion now.
Yeah, I'll just introduce myself. So, hi, I'm Manasi, and I'm doing my master's at University of Transdisciplinary Sciences in Bangalore in plant systematics, and I haven't figured out my research interest yet, but I am very passionate about science communication, and I really want to pursue a career in that. And I do a little work in science communication here. Okay, so to start about quantum biology, I can give the introduction, but I think I'm going to open it out for you all. If anybody wants to like tell me what they find fascinating about quantum biology and what do they like about quantum biology, we can start with that. If there's nobody who volunteers, then I can give an introduction. Anybody?
Yeah, can I say some?
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, though I don't have any idea or depth regarding this field of study, but so quantum biology is really a topic I got one around here. But I searched online for
Your
some.
voice is breaking. I can't.
Okay, am I clear now?
Yes.
Yeah, now.
Okay, so I searched online for the topic and wanted to share some ideas.
Yes, please do.
So the definition of quantum biology, what I read about is the study of application of quantum mechanics and theoretical chemistry to various biological processes, and such biological processes involve the conversion of energy into form, which may be used for chemical transformations. So to make a better understanding, I'm going to give examples like for photosynthesis, DNA mutation, then olfactory, I mean to say the olfactory molecules, the sense of smell detection, and the power of vision. So these all are examples of quantum biology. Like for in photosynthesis, the chlorophyll pigments will absorb the photons, due to which electron excitation occurs and which create a separation of charge in a reaction site. So it's converted to chemical energy for use. And that's what, and in case of olfactory, or I mean to say in the sense of smell or in the vision, here the olfactory receptors, they detect the vibration of the molecules which reach them. So in this way the signal transduction occurs, and we all can detect the sense of smell. And in the same principle applies for vision as well, where in interaction a photon interacts with the chromophore, then the light receptor which in combination with the chromophore then undergoes a structural change as the chromophore also undergoes a structural change. So in fact the light receptor also undergoes a structural change, and due to this structural change, type of what to say, a signal transduction occurs, and a signal is sent to the brain, and we can, and vision occurs for all. I don't know how much clearly I am able to explain, because I'm very bad at explaining.
No, that was really good, Aparajita. That really gave a broad overview.
I'm admitting I'm very bad at explaining. Means I'm comfortable in writing down, but I'm very bad at explaining. So I'm working on how to explain it in a better way. And
Yeah,
I found
I can. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So anyone else? Yeah.
So
Sorry.
this is all.
I can see Abhishek getting very excited to talk. Before that, I just wanted to say that we always think before reading about quantum biology, I thought quantum was a very distant, abstract concept that doesn't have any, reality in our world, and it's just like something people do in their lab, a very cool lab. But in truth, quantum mechanics occurs in a lot of things, like in our toasters, in fluorescent light, and like Aparajita pointed out, in a lot of biological processes too. It's not non-living things only; it's in living processes too. It helps us to smell. Well, all of this is kind of speculative. So they have found that the vibration can help in and it causes some sort of quantum processes which helps us in smell, which is a better theory than the one that was before, which was about like lock and key hypothesis of smell, which is not very good. So a lot of quantum biology theories right now are very speculative and are very like in the beginning stages. So it even helps in photosynthesis. It helps in like holding the DNA together. It is responsible for mutation. So quantum mechanics is everywhere, and it's not a distant concept at all. So I'll let Abhishek speak because I can see
I think
he's excited and wants to say something.
I think Prithvinath wants to add something. So I think
Oh.
Abhishek can conclude the introduction part.
Yeah, but Abhishek was very excited from the time Aparajita was speaking.
Sorry to interrupt. If am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like as I like Manasvi and Aparajita told about quantum biology. Uh, it's like quantum, as we know that Einstein gave a specific term, which is like spooky action at it. Like people who know about quantum entanglement, they know that when like about the spin, like it's very uh, uh, like we will discuss it later, but like it's like you might be knowing about that there is a particular joke which is running in the internet, like I know the joke of particular thing, but I am not going to tell you. It's like trending. So it's like if I am using this quantum biology for it, it's like I know a joke of quantum biology, but I'm not going to tell it because it is spooky like quantum physics and it is very messy like biology. So like it's kind of thing like for introduction. So basically we all know that quantum biology started and the which we call the by this book is What is Life by Erwin Schrodinger. But like there are much before, like there are people like the people who are actually doing physics, they know about the Solvay conference. Like there is a specific photo where there are around more than 30 to 40 famous scientists like physicists like Einstein, Madame Curie, and Schrodinger, Max Born, Bohr. So like they're only like uh, Bohr was actually giving a talk, and that talk was actually like he was trying to link, like he was indicating that this quantum physics, like quantum physics, is very much applicable in biology, but it was like very much, as we told, as Manasvi was telling that it's quite unclear, but people didn't take it seriously. And later he like Bohr had some really great student like Max Delbruck. We have studied him like his part, like he's a molecular biologist. So he was actually Bohr student. he was doing physics, and then he switched his field from physics to biology and started doing molecular biology. And later there was one more student like Jordan Pascal. So Jordan Pascal was the guy, like there is a particular paper on quantum mechanics. Like I exactly don't know about this paper. Like it's like about quantum matrix hyphen word. I don't know anything about it, but what I read and what I came to know, like he was someone who was like very much vocal. Like you can consider him as a father of quantum biology, but he's not given that tag um, because he was a fully paid Nazi. Like he was
Yes.
actually supporting Hitler. So his political ideology was much like it was heavier than on his intellectual ideology. So he was the guy who was actually supporting quantum biology. He even wrote a paper. Like I have downloaded that paper long back, but it was in German language, so I didn't came to know anything about it. But yeah, I will try to like recently, like um, like when I came to know about this quantum biology, so I thought that let's copy paste that particular sentence from that paper, like which Pascal Jordan wrote on quantum biology, and
Yeah.
copy to the Google and translate it, and then write a particular thing in English. But still, it will take a long time because it has a equation and all, and I think it won't be justified if I do that particular part. So if anyone is interested in and he's doing physics as a part, so they can join. We can write and we can publish in scientific community. So by taking help of Google Translate and not entirely my help. So yeah, this was the thing. And as other people will speak, I will try to add on. So
Yeah. And
So I think,
Abhishek,
yeah, go
there,
ahead.
yeah, let me moderate there, yeah. Huh. Sorry, but
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Abhishek, I actually have a paper about Jordan Pascal and his history and his science, which is in English, but it's
Okay.
a little hard to understand. I tried to read it for half an hour and I gave up. So,
Same.
but I can share it with you.
Yes,
I'll be sharing it with you later. And also the book he wrote was called Physics and the Secret Life of the Secret of Organic Life. Physics
who
and
this Jordan Pascal wrote this book?
Jordan Pascal, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And the sad thing about Jordan Pascal was the Nazis also didn't trust him, and the scientists also didn't trust him. He was in that weird middle ground because the scientists were
Uh,
like he likes the Nazis,
same
and the
like
Nazis were like he supports
same,
Einstein. So,
same like
but
sorry to interrupt, but same like
yeah, yes, yes, go ahead.
Werner Heisenberg. Like as you told, that even Nazi didn't uh, considered him as a truthful person. It was same with Werner Heisenberg. Like the time when he was asked to make a atomic bomb. I don't know
Yeah,
how many people have actually seen the particular series, 10 episode series,
Yeah, yeah,
Genius.
genius, genius. Yeah,
So there is an episode like when they come to know that the bomb have been like like America dropped a bomb on Japan. So when they came to know about this news, so Werner Heisenberg, like he said that it's very simple. Let me tell you the equation, like how they made it. But during the time who was working at that time, he himself showed that he don't know how to make it. Like he was showing that his progress was not like he was not progressing, so that
oh,
they actually don't get this atomic bomb because he was knowing what is going to come in future. So it was same. So I don't know where I got like uh,
that's
deviated
really interesting. Yeah, I
deviated
wish
from the
Einstein had done that.
which exactly.
Einstein regretted coming up with the, didn't
But
he?
yeah, but exactly, it was not Einstein. Like I think I should recommend that particular series, Genius Einstein. Like
Oh,
everyone,
okay.
because it is
Do
based on a,
type it out in the
yeah,
chat
sure,
box.
sure,
Yeah, so we
sure.
can read.
It is actually it is based on a book like written by Walter Isaacson. He has written book on Einstein. He's written book on uh, Steve Jobs, and like many people. So I think so that the whatever story he has written and whatever thing he has documented in his book, like I think so it is very like you can trust that particular book. So uh, people should actually go and watch that, and it will add on to their knowledge. So Max Delbruck and Pascal Jordan, like they were the guy who was actually starting, but Jordan Pascal was one who actually started quantum biology. But as we know that, as we discussed, that because of his political view, he was suppressed and he was not allowed to, his idea was not appreciated, was not actually coming up. So
But
like
he did manage to inspire Schrodinger. So I mean, it did.
yeah, wrote book
It
in
did.
1940s, I guess, if I'm not wrong. I'm not.
Yeah,
He
yeah. It
was.
is 1940s, I think. Yeah,
I think so.
1944, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
43 actually. A year
Yeah.
before, it was a year before the paper by what's it?
Schrodinger.
Schrodinger, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Before the
Huh.
book by Schrodinger, just a year.
So he actually like more inspired Max Delbruck and Jordan Pascal. And Jordan Pascal, like it's a kind of that domino. एक को मारो
Yeah.
तो दूसरा गिरना चालू होता है. So it was like same thing. So this is how it started, and then it like I think so. Like in 1990s, like when like even there is a particular lecture in Royal Society. People like, even if anyone wants, I can write that in comment box. Like if there is a particular
Yeah.
lecture on quantum biology, like that lecture was taken by Philip Ball. Like he was past, like he was editor of Nature. So he told that around uh, like in that particular lecture only, like in 1990s, like I don't remember, someone said about McFadden, John Joe McFadden, during the time of introduction. So John Joe McFadden actually came to this University of Surrey, like
Yes,
he's a
yes.
professor of uh,
Department of Quantum Biology.
quantum, like they have started, like John Joe McFadden and
Yeah.
Jamil Khalili, they have started this department. But in 1997 or 90s, like within this year, like he came in the Department of Physics, where he gave a talk about how how quantum effect is applicable, and actually is actually applicable in adaptive mutation. like like I don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
many people.
cancer. We can link the quantum tunneling with the cancer.
Yeah, with the cancer, but he actually used this quantum behavior for like quantum physics part for mutation thing, like adaptive mutation. Like see, like there is a particular paper also, like I've not read that paper, but the summary, like which says, like for example, imagine there is a particular bacteria, E. coli. Okay, so if that bacteria is in a medium which contain glucose, and all bacteria which are in the medium, like this is only an example, not exact what they have done. It's only a kind of explanation which I understood from them. So if anyone thinks that it's wrong, they can interrupt me. So like imagine, like there is a particular medium, it has a culture, E. coli bacteria, and all that bacteria, they can't use glucose because they have been mutated. But somehow quantum mechanic, like quantum activity works there, and one out of a community, one bacteria get mutated and it uses glucose. So like they were trying to basically talk about like how this adaptation works there. I don't know, am I making sense or not? But that's what quantum
Yeah.
biology is. Like
You are.
whatever you whatever
Yeah,
you
yeah.
If
it's to
anybody has
uh,
any doubts, you can just like interrupt and ask it if you have questions.
yeah. So this is the
Yeah,
thing. So
actually, I had a simple question.
Yeah, do go ahead,
If
Apajita.
anybody
Yeah.
knows, I just wanted to know what exactly do we mean by quantum tunneling? I don't have any idea.
Oh,
That-
we'll go ahead that a little later because it's very technical. So we'll go through like little more broader concepts now, and then we'll go to content. Okay,
Yeah, no problem.
yeah. And Abhishek, let's move ahead to the next participant. Okay.
Yeah.
Prithvinath, would you like to add? Yeah.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, so I mean, I've read about quantum tunneling, and I really want to put it very, in a very short form. So let's say that there is some energy barrier through which some particle would not be able to, pass through it because of its lack of energy, and because of its wave and particle nature. There is some ambiguity with that potential barrier, and a particle with a lower mass could cross that potential barrier, even though it does not have the required energy to cross that barrier. That is what quantum tunneling is, I think. And one more thing about
Basically, the
quantum
probability
biology.
is not zero. The probability
Yeah.
of that particle is not zero on the other side also.
Yeah.
Are you getting?
Yeah.
And I think a non-intimidating way of approaching quantum biology is about how we look into biology itself. Every single time we have discovered some new things in biology, like the discovery of cells, then we did not know that living organisms were consisting of cells in the first place, and that was really a breakthrough in biology itself, wasn't it? And later on we knew that there are smaller molecules which comprise smaller components in the cells themselves, and then these are made up of individual molecules, large chains of molecules. And when we dug deeper into them, we knew that it was biochemistry, and that is also chemistry. And we look really close into it, it is physics. So I think it's just that we are trying really hard into looking at the very core of biology. That's just quantum biology. That would be a non-intimidating way of looking at it.
Yeah. Actually, also quantum tunneling is used by enzymes and is also said to be used by DNA for mutation. So that is something.
Yeah. Just like in cancer, there is skin cancer is very common. So it is due to the UV radiation. UV radiation causes the C to T transition, cytosine to thymine. So basically, the quantum tunneling phenomena is working here. So like the UV light is falling on our skin, so the probability of that UV radiation, the photons of the UV radiation into the skin of the cells is non-zero. So they are coming, they are passing into the cell, plasma membrane, and then nuclear membrane, and then coming onto our DNA, and they're causing the mutation in our DNA, like C to T transition, and then again the defective protein is synthesizing, and it causes it promoting the cancer, skin cancer, or like any other cancer which are
So I think
UV
it's just regular mechanisms that we are already familiar with, but we are just looking at it with a deeper perspective. Like for example, in the case of
exactly
in the case of photosynthesis, or even what do you call that, in mitochondrial ATP synthesis and whatever, we look at electrons and we see them as particles or just carriers of energy. We look at them as parts of the system through which they get energy or something like that, but we do not look into their actual properties, or the quantum properties of electrons. And once we look into that would become the that explanation of electrons being a part of this system would gain a much more deeper meaning. That is what I think quantum biology adds to existing biology.
Yeah, I think in this modern age, like the interdisciplinary aspect is really increasing. Like even if you look at the Nobel prizes that a lot of chemistry people have gotten in the recent years, it's biochemistry. So you can see that fusion between, and biophysics will become a thing now. So it'll definitely be something of the future. So I'm looking forward to that. And one more thing. Yes, Karthik.
Yeah. Actually, it includes all the things. Like if we see the physics in a quantum range, like muons and quark, gluons, etc. And it also includes the chemistry, like on atoms and molecular stage. And if we talk about the biology, so tissues level, like cells, how the cells is made. So phospholipid, it ultimately formed with the atom, na. So it talks about physics. So quantum biology explains, it includes all that. It is an interdisciplinary science actually. That's why everybody likes it. I actually like it because of this.
Yeah, and also one thing I wanted to ask you, Karthik, was like, because you said UV radiation happens through
Yeah.
the skin absorbs UV through quantum tunneling. So when we use sunscreen, does that mean it's
Yeah, actually,
inhibiting quantum tunneling?
yeah. Let me give you an example. Actually, you light up the bulb in your house and
Yeah.
just close your eyes. Okay, you will feel that some of the light you can still able to see.
Oh yes.
But
Yeah.
But when you place the fingers palm on your eye, then you cannot be able to see because you have increased one more barrier other
Yeah.
than your skin. So if you are applying the sunscreen on your skin, then obviously it creates a barrier above your skin. So then it is really difficult to UV radiation to pass. But it against it non-zero. So it
Yeah.
might be a chance that it can pass through the skin, or it might be the chance that it cannot.
Yeah.
I'd like to add on to that non-zero probability aspect. I think a good way of looking at it is, for example, let's say this is the source of light, and then we know that if it is turned on, there will be some particles that are coming out of it, like photons, which will be coming out of it, and there is a barrier in front of it which will stop most of it. So in between this particular barrier and this particular source of light, if we look randomly at one particular point in space, there will be a probability that certain probability that we will find a photon over there, right? So what before quantum tunneling, I think, was discovered, what people thought was the probability of finding that photon, if there is a barrier between these two, is that there is a zero probability of finding photons over here. But what quantum tunneling has shown is that on the other side of the barrier, there is also a slight probability, which is not zero. So even though there is skin which is acting as a barrier against UV, the probability of photons to be coming on the other side is not completely zero. That is, I think, a good way to look at
Yeah,
it.
so we can look at skin or any material as a fine mesh.
Yeah, it's just a potential barrier. For, if there is not enough energy to cross through that, for that particle, it will not pass through that.
Yeah,
But
and
quantum tunneling allows for very small mass particles, even though they do not have enough
It
energy
only
to cross
applicable
through
on
the
the
barrier.
small mass particle, like in which are in quantum range. It's not applicable on high particles.
Yes. Right.
So, for example,
like
atoms
Albert
cannot pass through
Einstein.
the barrier.
Yeah.
But smaller particles like photons, electrons could.
Yeah. Aparajita, did you want to add something?
No. I was just listening to you.
Okay.
I'm getting enlightened while I'm talking.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think.
Ari?
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
she wanted to
Shruti.
add something.
I was just asking to Kartikeya, like he just gave an example. He was explaining to you the sunscreen things. So I wanted to ask, during when there is a lot of sunlight, people generally wear those polarized glasses or something. Then can we relate this tunneling to that? Is it anyway related?
Sorry, I didn't get your question. Polarizer, like how?
No, I mean there are special sunglasses which do not allow UV light to enter your eyes, and it may damage it. So does honestly, as the sunscreen example, so can we apply the same thing to the sunglasses that we wear?
Actually, yes. It is also an extra potential barrier, na. Yeah, like you are just like the sun cream, the sunglasses is also a barrier. So when the sunlight is falling onto the sunglasses, okay, so the energy of that UV radiation is getting less. Are you getting? Basically, it's all about the energy.
Yes. I was just Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Got
we
it.
can look
Thank
at
you.
like, yeah.
So
If I had to break it down even more, yeah, yes, really, one sec. Because I'm a, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I was just sorry, I mean, my thoughts are lost, but then I'm just trying to integrate this. So if Prithvinath or Karthikeya could take that up, like, is it like, of course, like if you're talking about a sunscreen or anything, like there would be like different barriers acting differently with respect to the extent to which they can stop it. If yes, what is the deciding factor for that? Like if you use a sunscreen like for an SPF 60 or one with SPF 20, suppose.
Yeah.
So I mean, what like as you said, as I think Karthikeya said, it's related to energy. But then how is it related to energy? One thing, and secondly, somebody pointed out with regard to the UV that it goes inside our it crosses our plasma membrane, then maybe nuclear membrane, and then damages our DNA. But I mean, I understand this at the biology level, but then I'm really still not able to picturize or grasp it at the quantum or physics level. So if you could just, anybody for that matter can elaborate on that, it would be helpful.
I don't know much about how sunscreen works, but we forgot about the properties of sunscreen itself. Right. I mean, rather than regarding it as just as a barrier with some energy in it, it has other properties within itself, right? And the polarizer as well. It's not polarizer also does not just it's just blocking light rays that have a specific orientation, right? So I think there are different aspects which are concerned with, and the quantum biology does not directly explain all of the phenomena which are associated to this, but maybe just one particular or a few particular aspects. That's why I said it gives a complete or a whole meaning to the already existing biological phenomena rather than it by itself being a standalone explanation to stuff.
Actually, there is many researches going on, like how the quantum tunneling is linked to cancer. There is no specific reason by the scientist who can perfectly explain that, yeah, this is the basic procedure happening behind the cancer happening. Are you getting? If we could be able to find the quantum tunneling affecting in this way, so yeah, it would be the major breakthrough in the biology or in basically science.
Yeah, I was thinking of the same thing. If we could discover a sunscreen for the DNA, then we could prevent cancer. If we figure out the process, of course. Yeah. Anybody else? Yeah, Karthikeya? Yeah.
No, I was just agreeing with you. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
telling.
Anybody has any more questions about what quantum biology is? I think another way of explaining quantum tunneling that Jim Al-Khali also said in one of his TED Talks, I think, was that look at it as a wall and you have a ball in your hand. So if you have to throw the ball to the other side, how would you do it? You would like make sure it goes above the wall. But what quantum tunneling does is that the ball is like super small and it just goes through the wall. So it's just, yeah. So we don't really know how it goes through the wall, but yeah, that's basically, yes, Abhishek.
I have to say,
so can we just discuss what exactly quantum tunneling is, because there are many concepts related to quantum tunneling, I can say. So if people can understand what exactly quantum tunneling is, if we discuss on quantum tunneling, then I think we can relate many other processes through it. So I think first introduction of quantum tunneling is required, I can say, for the participants.
Yeah. Prithvinath actually gave the
But I think I can say a short, a brief insight, I can say.
Yeah. Actually, it's just one line that the probability of one particle from one side is non-zero, that the problem that that particle is on other side. Probability of one particle is non-zero, that
Yeah.
this particle won't be able to find on other side.
Okay, so can you just elaborate it more in layman language?
I exactly, if I can speak.
Yeah,
Yes,
Abhishek. Yeah.
It's like, see, even like Kartikeya and one more guy, like I don't remember, Prithviraj, I guess. Like they can correct
Prithvi is
me
fine.
if if I'm wrong. Like what I understood from quantum tunneling and what like whatever pictures I've seen on internet, like it's like you are at this point and you want to reach at this point. So it's like quantum tunneling just does this. Like reduces space. So, like for example, as we know that there are many enzymes like which convert one structure into another structure. Like one like at one structure there is hydrogen at particular area, and that particular hydrogen is to be shifted at other area, but it actually needs energy, and as cell can't it can't give energy in that way, so it basically uses quantum tunneling. Like as I told, I don't know how many people have seen it, but Prithvinath and even the Kartikeya, they can like see like hydrogen is here and it has to go there. So what exactly quantum tunneling does, it's like it folds, so like it create a tunnel, it directly transfer there. So one of Jim Al Khalili's video, like I have seen, like they have checked this thing, and they have changed hydrogen and they have put deuterium, the heavier part,
Yeah.
and then they have seen the time which is taken by hydrogen to shift its place, like to quantum tunnel. Like when they have used deuterium for hydrogen, the time which was taken for quantum tunneling was also increased. So you can even add one point that heavier the like heavier the atom, the effect will be much slow. Like if I can say, like we are actually discussing on quantum biology and we are trying to make sense, which we I think we should not try to make sense, because it's like see, even physicists, which if they want to study quantum effect, like they have to study quantum superposition, they have to study quantum superposition. So what exactly they do, they basically they reduce the temperature. All experiment which quantum physics does is they do at a particular lower temperature, below I minus or something temperature. So it's like if we are claiming that even this quantum process is happening inside a cell, so you can say that uh, our body, we are trying, like our body is trying to constantly maintain 37 degrees Celsius, which is our normal body temperature. But uh, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Abhishek.
So it's
Yeah.
like like it's very messy. Like we don't only have, like we have like imagine this in a way, like if some physicist is doing any kind of thing, like even we want to study any microbe or something, what we actually do, take a sample, we stay in it, and when then we check a particular thing. Like we actually kind of reductionist thing. Like we say that हाँ particular इस cell में ऐसा ऐसा हुआ, so बाकी सारे cell में भी ऐसा होता रहेगा. But and even what physics people do, like they actually do their entire experiment in 0 degree Celsius, like below 0 degree Celsius. But as we, as a uh, big gigantic uh, biological, like macromolecules, uh, walking macromolecules, we actually maintain 37 degrees Celsius. So even like if we actually want to see like this effects in us, it's very, it's very undetectable, because if scientists are seeing this behavior at 0 degree Celsius and we are maintaining our temperature at 37 degrees Celsius, do you think that we are going to actually, like we can actually come to a point where we can say, yeah, we can say that, yeah, this quantum particular thing is happening in our body? So I don't know what your people, like what you all people think, but that's what I think.
Yeah.
Like it's very, it's very messy thing. Like as I started the thing, like quantum biology is very spooky and biology is very messy. Let's club it, so make it more worst.
I've
like
actually
this.
shared a image. Can you see it?
Yes, I've seen. Yeah,
Yeah. So I just wanted to share that because you talked about.
quantum
So if
tunneling.
yeah, so if you can see the image, you can see that
Yeah,
there are
it's
two
all.
ways. Yeah,
Yeah,
would you like to
it-
explain it, Abhishek? Yeah.
See, I don't know. Like by looking this image, I don't think so. I'm going to explain. But as I told by from this thing, imagine particular thing is here, and particular thing is at the down. So if you directly want one particle to come from here to here, what you will do? Quantum tunneling just does this, like it make it overlap. So the time which will be taken from one point to second point to reach, like from going into linear fashion, what it does, it basically reduces the time. It create a tunnel, like in zero time you will reach there. That's what I can understand. But I
You know
don't
what's
even.
interesting? Yeah.
If I could just
Really.
add something, just ponder something to Abhishek's point, like what is it that is, driving that paper to fold, or what is it that is driving that electron or for that tunnel to be formed?
May I add some
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I think it is better to look at it in the terms of energy and barrier itself. Let's say that there is this electron which needs to pass through this barrier, and let's say that this energy, this electron has 10 units of energy, and this barrier has 5 units of energy. So in order to cross this barrier, you need to at least have 5 units of energy. And this electron having higher energy, this will definitely pass through this barrier without any problem. But if this electron has just, let's say that it has 1 unit of energy, but the barrier has higher energy, like 5 units, there is a lesser probability that it will pass, or a zero probability. Before quantum tunneling was discovered, it was thought that, okay, because of the difference in the energies between the barrier and the electron, it might not cross this. But there is this particular thing regarding, when we really look into particles in quantum physics, it's about wave functionality, right? So they are all waves, and everything has its own probability, right? So the wave function, a particle can be represented by its wave function, right? So the wave function, when it reaches this barrier, there is a slight probability that a part of this wave could cross this barrier just directly through it. The wave's probability on this side and this side, let's say without the particle itself, is 0 and 0. But when there is a particle, there is a non-zero probability on this side. But without quantum tunneling, there will be a 0 probability on the other side. But with quantum tunneling into context, this wave probability will have a non-zero probability of appearance on the other side. So it just directly passes through it.
Yeah. Getting a little bit.
What's driving it is just the wave function and its probability of appearance.
Yeah, even I read the concept that Prithvi Nath is talking about. What Abhishek you talked was, it kind of reminded me of. Have you guys seen Interstellar?
Yeah, wormhole.
Wormhole.
Yeah,
right?
wormhole. I'm just like, in that they
Exactly.
explain wormhole in the same way where the paper
Exactly.
gets posted, and I'm just like,
May I?
See, like,
may I ask a-
yes, go. One sec, Prithvi Nath.
Have any of you seen Dark? Have any of you
No,
seen
I
Dark?
want to, but haven't. Please don't
It
reveal
has the
anything.
same explanation. It has the same explanation of a wormhole in the terms Abhishek said. Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, so Abhishek, is any way is wormhole and quantum tunneling related? Is does
You never know. Like we are actually trying to make sense. Where we
yeah.
know nothing. Let's see. Like
Does
imagine we are.
anybody else have any ideas?
Imagine like we are at the time now before Newton, and we are actually trying to make quantum biology. Like we are thinking, there are different minds who are actually thinking, and they are try to be next Newton or next one Heisenberg, next Einstein. Don't know, but yeah, it's it's very it's very like you can't saying something like, yeah, ऐसा ही होता रहे. I don't know. Let's see. Like even Jimal Khalili said that how exactly this thing is happening, even they don't know, because as I said, this is a valid point. Like whatever quantum thing they are actually studying, they are studying at the very low temperature. But our body at 37 degrees Celsius, which is like it's maintaining continuously. So how this effect is seen in like in our body, in our cell, in our atom.
I actually know the answer to that, but does anybody else want to try?
Like, I think the people who are new to the side chat, or I can say discussions, those who are not in our community, those are very new. I can do anyone wants to add something to quantum tunneling, to introduction part, and to this
Or do
today?
you have any things you've not understood about
Yes, yes,
quantum
okay.
biology?
I actually have a doubt here.
Yes, go ahead.
Is this quantum tunneling thing the thing that is it the same thing that happens in for photosynthesis, the photon transfer into the light harvesting complex? Is it the same thing, or is it something else? Does anyone know?
I don't think it's quantum tunneling there. I think it's a different concept over there. I'm not sure. As far as I remember, quantum tunneling is for DNA and enzymes.
Quantum
mutation.
Quantum coherence, if I am not wrong.
Yeah. I think quantum
Maybe.
coherence,
Coherence.
which is another concept I do not know about here.
Yeah. So if anyone can explain quantum coherence now, that would be great. Now, yeah, Aparijita, do you want?
Actually, I have no idea about
Okay,
this
so
quantum
anyone
coherence.
else? Quantum coherence.
They can definitely.
Yes, so I think
Abhishek or Kartikeya?
yes. Anyone like any other people who are not who have not up till now told anything. Anyone can unmute yourself and
I think they're more listeners, so they are just gonna absorb all the knowledge,
Yeah.
quantum
Exactly.
tunneling the knowledge into their minds.
okay. So even I don't know what exactly quantum coherence is. That is the point. That's why I was asking you all. So I think we can Google it out right now. Should we?
Yeah, okay, we can do it. Shall we have like a 5-minute break? All of us like read about quantum coherence and we'll see if we can understand it together.
Yeah.
May I?
Yes.
Can I
yes,
share my
5 minutes.
screen?
Yes,
Can I
Yes,
share
of
my
course.
screen? Hold on. There was this paper shared by someone in the group, and I could go through it.
Yeah, I think it was on photosynthesis, right?
It was on everything actually. It was a compilation of. Hold on. Let me share. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah. This is the coherence thing that you were probably talking about. And it actually reminded me of that screen Manasvi shared, where the peak is avoided and the shortest path is taken. You can see the quickest path chosen by
Yes.
by a photon. So that's what reminded me of it. That's why I asked that question whether quantum tunneling has anything to do with photosynthesis or not. And
Abhijit, can you share that research paper on the chat? Maybe we can all refer to it. And also, let's take a 5-minute break. We'll come back at what? 5?
Come back in the sense you remain in the meeting.
Yeah, but just like we won't talk till then. So let's all try to understand.
Yeah, we can go and understand the quantum coherence for
Right.
5 minutes, and then we can be back.
Yeah, and all the silent absorbers of knowledge, you can also type the answer on the chat box if you don't want to talk about it. Yeah? Okay. So we'll come back in like 5 minutes.
Can anyone speak about quantum DNA as well?
Yes.
Sneha?
Go ahead, Sneha.
No, I was asking, like, I was curious to know more about quantum DNA and how birds use this technique to navigate.
Cryptochrome, you mean?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
about
cryptochromes and
like,
radical
It's
pair mechanism. I wanted to talk
ha.
about that actually in the beginning.
I
So
I
want to
mentioned
know
can we?
about
about
that as well.
magnetoreception,
So
and
so
Abhishek has also mentioned about that. I think
But
Abhishek has better knowledge on that, maybe.
so can
Yes,
we go
Abhinay?
for it right now? And then after that,
I
I think we can discuss quantum coherence at the last, because most of the people
Yeah,
don't
sure.
know about it. So I think botany people can go for quantum coherence more, I can say.
I'm
We can.
already really impressed by you guys, especially Prithvi and Abhishek. Um, I had no idea about all this, so I want to hear more from you guys.
Yeah, so
Really,
we can go for that birds thing, right?
after
So we can
sure,
start
sure.
that right now. So yeah, Abhishek and who else wanted to tell about it?
Me, Prithvi.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, so go ahead. Let's discuss that.
No, I want Abhishek to go first.
I think Abhishek, you are
Abhishek, your
muted.
mic is muted.
You're on mute. Yeah.
Did you speak something in last 2 or 3 minutes?
Yeah, now I think.
Hi.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so I actually told that Prithviraj should go ahead because, like, first when he was giving his introduction, he talked about this radical pair mechanism, and basically there is a concept, like one new concept, like super quantum position. So that is going to sorry, entanglement. So I think so.
Yeah.
If Prithviraj is very much fine, he can he can start the thing.
Yeah, thank you, Abhishek. I think I'll start with the quantum entanglement.
Uh,
So let's say that during one particular process, let's say that in nuclear fission, for example, we are all familiar with nuclear fission, right? So let's say that there are one atom splits into two atoms in nuclear fission, right? So these two particular atoms have their own set of values. No, I don't know. I'm a bit confused.
uh,
You can,
if
Abhishek, yeah.
Go ahead. Like see, basically when Jamal Khalili started talking about this magnetoreception and about this entire this the thing which we are going to talk about, like quantum entanglement, he basically said that there is a bird, is a migratory bird called as European robin. Like, as we know, like there are if there are much colder situation and some bird don't want to stay at that particular region, so they migrate from one area to different area. Like even in our own country, Rajasthan, there's a particular bird which comes from Siberia. I don't know
Yeah.
many how many people knows it, but so it's like how this birds knows about the like what turn they have to take, where they have to go. Like it's like we almost have Google Maps, so we can follow that Google map and we can actually reach where we want. How these birds reach there. So like first when scientists started talking about how actually bird uh, knows about like where they want to go, where which path they have to follow. So basically, they said that the beak which they have, beak is like first point which they made. It was like the beak which they have. It consists of magnetite. So because of like when geomagnetic, like like when Earth's geomagnetic field, like when this like there is a reaction between Earth's geomagnetic field and this beak. So beak being a magnetite, so it sends like where exactly they want to go, and that beak is connected to the brain area. Like this was the first primary thought which they thought, and they thought that might be this is the first concept which is working. But later, but later they came up with new theory. Like I exactly don't know, but there were two husband and wife. They were working on same thing. Like
Mhm.
they even if you have seen Jim Al
That
Khalili's video,
video, yes.
uh,
Yeah.
so he even said that there were two husband and wife. They actually did this thing, and they actually came to know that birds are not actually following geomagnetic, like they are not actually they are not actually following magnetic field, but they are following the geomagnetic inclination, like the field, like as we see, like if we put a bar shaped magnet and then we tap, and the iron filing, which it comes like that particular D shape. So basically, this bird, it actually follows that D shape, the fields. So then, as Prithvinath was saying, that radical pair mechanism. So see, what I heard and what I understood, like they were saying, like there is a particular protein, cryptochrome, and that protein inside bird's eye. So like when this magnetic field, magnetic inclination, when it comes inside the eye of the bird, like it basically act as a photon. When that particular field, it hits the this cryptochrome, and what exactly happened, the cryptochrome shows a deflection. Like for example, imagine a simplest atom like hydrogen, and imagine that hydrogen is very much stable, like uske ek field mein it has two electrons. So we know that if a particular orbit is having two electron, the electron which it will be having in the same orbit, it will be like up spin and down spin. Like if I will make this down spin into up spin, the up spin will automatically will shift into down spin. So this is called as quantum entanglement. मतलब इसको मारो तो उसको दर्द होता है, like लैला मजनू type of thing. So it's like same thing.
Then quantum number.
So
I land
it's
on quantum entanglement. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but after you have done, I made my mind up. I'll talk on quantum entanglement.
you can go ahead. Like I was
No,
saying this.
Abhishek, you can finish and then.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what they said. Like they said that in particular atom of this cryptochrome, what exactly happens? Like there are two particular electron, up spin and down spin. So when this geomagnetic field come, that photon particular come, it hits one electron, and that particular electron leaves that particular orbit. So it's like it maintain the it maintain the shape, but as like how this particular thing was guiding them to go exactly which area, it is still not clear. But they said that because of this entanglement thing, and because one hit of this particular magnetic field, which make one electron deflect from particular orbit, it was the thing like which was actually guiding them to take a particular path. But how it was going, how it is linked to the mind, how they are how they are knowing that which path to go, it's still not confirmed. So scientists are working. So and it is also termed as radical pair mechanism. So I think so Prithvinath will speak more about it. So yeah, go ahead.
Prithvinath, one sec before you go ahead, I just wanted to say
Sure.
in that same talk, Jim Ali Khan mentions that one more thing to prove that it was their eyes that was helping them with the direction and navigation was that they tied the blindfolded the birds, and they couldn't find their direction, because it further proves that because of the protons entering through the eye, through the vision, is why they could find their navigation. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Yeah, Pratin.
I had a question. That,
Yes.
if we introduce I can say a magnet attached to them on their beak or on their neck or something like that, or on their head, then will the direction will be uh, changed or something like that? Do anyone knows that if we attach a magnet on the beak or on the head of the bird, then
Yeah.
is there any change in the direction, or do bird find it confusing or something like that?
there were studies which were done in which so magnetoreception, there are different organs which are associated to that, and in order for you to navigate using magnetic field, you need to have two things at least, right? You need to know in which direction you need to go, and you need to measure the differences in intensity. So Abhishek has mentioned about the magnetite in the beak, right? So that magnetite in one particular organ in the beak, what it would do is it would measure the changes in the intensity in the local magnetic field, which would allow the bird to make a magnetic map in its brain. All right, and regarding that particular question, and also regarding if it's present in the eye or not, so cryptochromes are present in the eye, and they are activated by specific wavelength of light. And when birds are present in when let's say that their migratory behavior is triggered by one direction of a magnetic field, let's say it's going this way. So if there is a magnetic field which is going this way, then the birds also detect that and they orient themselves that way, preparing themselves during the migratory season. But when a magnetic field is introduced around them in some opposite way or in a different way from their natural way of orientation, they get disoriented. So in an external magnetic field, they get confused on how they navigate their directions. And also regarding entanglement, I was talking about splitting, right? So let's say that let's talk about spin states, because that is really important for radical pair mechanism. So let's say that one nucleus splits into one atom splits into two different atoms. So this one particular atom in the beginning has a spin state of 0, for example. So when it splits into two different atoms, it needs to conserve the spin. So the overall spin, even with these two different products, should be equal to 0. So in order to do that, because spin states are just plus half or minus half, one of them would be plus half and one of them would be minus half. So when we try to measure the property of one particular product in this particular split, then the measurement would also affect the other one. That is what entanglement is, even when they are physically separate.
Like if you put one particular thing into one corner of a universe and other into other corner of universe, it is going to be like this is the thing. Like actually Einstein was not liking this quantum mechanic thing, because he thought that if this will if this particular theory holds like if this is right, then this will violate his theory of that nothing can travel fast.
Yeah, because for example, if there were experiments which were done in which these particles were separated by distances so far that it would take light longer to pass from one place to the other, but the measurements would be done faster, but they still found them to be in an entangled state. So so why Einstein did not like that concept is because this would mean that information would pass faster than the speed of light.
And that's why he even called it spooky.
Spooky accelerated distance, yes. It was
Spooky.
referring to this.
Yeah.
And
one sec, Prithvinath, we got very technical here. So if the ones who are listening, if you have any doubts or you want to clear some concepts, you can just ask your questions right now.
Yeah, if anyone wants to add something, they are very free to add. Like, it's really,
no, it's okay. I just had a silly question actually.
There are no silly questions here.
Since we humans are so full of hemoglobin, and hemoglobin has iron in it, is it possible that any magnetic field disturbances affect our bodies in any unnatural ways?
Not regarding the hemoglobin, but the presence of iron or the compounds which are related to iron, they and their expression or whatever, they are affected by the magnetic field. But Earth's magnetic field is very weak. So Earth's magnetic field does not directly affect it. But yeah, if there are ferrous compounds in our body as well, so they are affected by magnetic fields.
Okay. And another thing was there are certain bacteria that have organelles called magnetosomes.
Magnetosomes.
So
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
magneto.
Actually,
yeah,
I
yeah.
have.
So are they similar in function to these cryptosomes?
No, no, they are
No,
completely
basically
different.
they are completely different. Basically, they actually, like what I have read. There's particular sorry, there's particular term which is called as aerotaxis. Like this particular this magnetotactic bacteria, which they have like it is called as magnetotactic bacteria. They basically try to they try to find oxygen or food. Like just we know the concept of chemotaxis and like for example, imagine that particular bacteria found a food. So what it actually does, this magnetosomes, it try to act as a magnet. So if particular organism is near to the food, or it says that they have to go away from it, so it activates its magnetosome. If that magnetosome activates, it works as a magnet, and that magnetosomes give basically it's a kind like um, that magnetosome which actually how to explain like that magnetosomes it gets activated and it messages other bacteria via like it's a like the communication which is
Signaling.
going it's like from magnetosome to magnetosome and
Okay.
so one bacteria's magnetosome when it get activated it trigger others, and this is how the talking is done between among the bacteria.
Okay, so you're saying that they communicate through their magnetosome, right?
Magnetosome, yeah, or
Okay,
like
there is a
like
similar concept in microbiology called quorum sensing,
quorum
where
sensing. But
yeah,
for
where
quorum sensing, they actually, they actually
secrete
secrete
something.
AHL,
Yeah, yeah,
acyl
exactly.
platform.
But
So
here it's a different thing.
yeah, it is totally different thing. Like even I actually did a project
Okay.
in like in my in Mumbai. I actually did a project, and I actually was trying to trying to expose microorganism with sound. I was checking whether external sound, when I expose sound with my like on my skin, whether the growth and metabolism is disturbed or not. So I'm very much
Okay.
interested in knowing whether bacteria only talks by secreting signal by by this AHL I got, like they only talk by secreting this chemical signal, or they can even talk to each other by physical way, like for example this this invisible thing like electromagnetic wave, whether
Uh,
they produce or not, like this magnetosomes or not. But still we are in dark, we don't exactly know how it actually works, like what is very much, and you actually want to know about this bacterial communication, you should read and follow Bonnie Bester. She's pioneer, she's working in this field.
could you
Do type out
type
the
the name?
name in the chat box.
Okay, I'll do
Will
that.
it?
Thanks,
And
thanks.
Prithinath, would you like to add to all of this?
No, no, I do not know anything about magnetosomes.
Okay. And I haven't heard Karthikeya for a long time. Karthikeya?
Yes, I am here.
Yeah, do you have any doubts or additions to the discussion?
No. Actually, magnetosomes. I have not much heard about it, but it is kind of yeah, pheromones, like communication. Like in bees, they release something
Release,
pheromones
yeah.
as a chemical attractant to communicate with other bees. So these magnetosomes are like that. And if we see the nanoparticles, so we isolate the something like that. Actually, I'm not relating. I cannot relate with that, but
Yeah.
yeah, like that. Nanoparticle also uses the magnetic nanoparticles for the treatment of cancer,
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
the
Actually,
yeah,
actually,
like
IIT
and
Bombay.
the Brian, yeah, and the Brian was talking about the hemoglobin. So yeah, actually, hemoglobin contains ferrous, but it is a combined form. Actually, it is bind with the porphyrin ring. So that's why, So that's why the external magnet won't interfere with the hemoglobin.
Vishek was saying something. IIT.
Yeah,
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 I was saying that you told about something like about this magnet thing for detection of the treatment of cancer and all. In IIT Bombay, there is a ma'am. Her name is Rinti Menon. She is working in this area only. Like she is trying to make a drug, trying to make a biosensor to detect cancer. And the main thing which she is using is like magnet thing, magnetic nanoparticle thing.
yeah, magnetic nanoparticles.
Because one of my friends guide is working under her.
Oh.
So yeah, so if
Actually,
anyone,
went to international conference at MIT University. There was
okay,
one professor who actually worked on these magnetic nanoparticles, and actually it inserted the curcumin in the magnetic nanoparticles. Then he inserted into the cancerous cell. So what's the basis of that research? That curcumin is technically used to cure the cancer. Um, है ना? And the basically why is the magnetic nanoparticles? Because the solubility of nanoparticle is something called as nanotoxicology. So nanoparticle causes also toxic substances in our human body. So the basic use of the basic behind the magnetic nanoparticle using that we can easily excrete out the magnet, like if there is a mass and if we inserted the magnetic nanoparticle into that cancer cell mass, so we can use the external heavy magnet to like come out, like बाहर की तरफ थोड़ा मतलब इस तरह स्किन की तरफ लाने के लिए, and then we can excrete out, like if we want to do apoptosis in that cancerous cell or etc.
Yeah. Curcumin is actually quite a studied upon drug for cancer nowadays.
Yeah, but the basic problem behind the curcumin is if we use in a small concentration, it is not effective on cancer cell. But if we do in the high concentration, it also affects other cells.
Other cells,
So
yes.
so it is difficult to use the proper amount of curcumin for the treatment of cancer. But the like other drugs like dizidazirine, it also derivative of curcumin.
Okay, Karthikeyan, let's move on. So we got actually pretty technical. So I did have a little more broader questions, more
Okay.
not technical and quantum biology based.
And
So
Manasvi,
yes, yes.
yeah, Dhairya. Yeah, so I was actually telling that means when I was very small, like in 10th standard, I can say when I was a kid and just introduced to biology and science, physics, chemistry. So it's like something as a burst hua under that. Oh, this is very interesting. So at that time, there was a question going on in my mind that okay, so carbon is a atom. Okay, it's carbon is an atom, oxygen is an atom. I can say just a second. Okay, I'm sorry. So carbon is an atom, oxygen is an atom, sulfur is an atom, and all the things physics says atom, chemistry says molecules, and something like that. Okay, so atom is physical, non-living thing. Like at that time and 10th standard, I was like, atom is a non-living thing, and when it integrates with oxygen, hydrogen, carbon, sulfur, something like that, it creates a chemical that is called chemistry. And then different chemicals they combine, different molecules combine, and they give rise to a living body or cell. जब हम एक like in our Hindu religion, I'm not going into it, but we burn out the body, right? So the leftover is that ash that contain carbon, right? So carbon is an atom. So how that atom, a non-living atom, is making a living body, a living cell? Isn't it like that was very interesting at that time for me that carbon, oxygen is completely non-living atom. It has electrons, protons, neutrons, and it is non-living. And it is making. And in biology, we study fatty acids molecules, which is composed of carbon, oxygen, something like that, right? So a non-living system is giving rise to a living system. I
Yeah,
might
this
be
process is
vague.
called as biogenesis, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So at that time, in 10th standard, I wasn't knowing these things. So at that time, there was no concept of interdisciplinary thing. It was like physics के हिसाब से पढ़ो, chemistry को periodic table से पढ़ो, ऐसे like electrons इतने इतने valency होती है, biology को like in biology also they tell us the same thing, that all the cells is made up of carbon, oxygen, then atoms are transported from one cell to other
Yes.
cell and something.
Yeah, we get the question. Would anybody like to answer it? Because we're running out of time. We've actually exceeded the time. So
Sorry,
we'll give.
what was the question?
Let's frame it at half an hour more.
Sorry,
So
what was
we'll
the
end
question?
Yeah,
Sorry,
I will repeat the question.
Yeah.
Also, I was wondering that a non-living system of giving rise to a living system of cell. So it was very fascinating for me in my 10th standard. So that's why I took up science actually.
Actually, the forces behind the interaction of these chemicals, like atoms, is not is not even discovered yet, because we cannot go back to that time. But like, have you heard about the Oprin and Halden experiment, Jure and Miller experiment?
Correct.
They in laboratory proved the synthesis of like alanine, aspartic acid, and glycine amino acid,
Correct.
which further form the phospholipid bilayer, and like the RNA world hypothesis. So the forces behind the interaction of these atoms are not discovered yet, and I don't think we can tell. And it we cannot tell about that actually.
See, I have only talk about
I
it.
have one perspective. I have one perspective to
yes.
add to this. Why consider atoms dead?
I was considering it when I was in 10th standard. That's what I told.
Yeah. Now we still consider them as to be non-living things. Why consider them to be non-living things? They store information.
Because in their native state they are not functional actually, but when they combine with each other, then they are functional.
Prithviraj,
Their natives they are not.
because the basic definition of atoms that we learn, in our kindergartens and all, of living things is like anything that is able to move from one place to another and smell, see, like that kind of thing.
Bro,
And that's what was debunked with plants having life. And plants are an example of non-moving things that stay in one place.
No,
But
so
still,
then we add to that then that anything that can like it has activity, like biological activity.
okay, then there is this one particular scenario. Let's say that one person dies. Before 1 second of their death, they were living. After 1 second, they are not living, but their biological processes run throughout the cell. Is that considered dead at that point?
No,
Just
actually
1 second
we
after
cannot.
it is pronounced death.
No. We cannot say the person dead till the 24 hours or something about this time period, because the brain cells don't die. Actually, it's fast. If our heart
But if you look,
stop,
but if you look at the individual constituent atoms or molecules, you can still take those molecules and they would still react in the same way. If we do some reactions to them.
Yeah.
So I don't want to answer this in that way. I do not want you to consider atoms to be living things now. I'm just telling that it is so vague that why not consider it that way in a fun way. That's it. A different perspective. That's what I wanted to add.
Actually, I was saying that in its native state, only in its native state, like only oxygen, like in O form, it is non-living thing. But when it combined with other elements, okay, other atoms, then it is functional, and it can perform life or something.
It is still functional as an atom itself. I do not want to debate on this. It's fine.
I mean, there is another way of saying this. If atoms are considered non-living, then we should also be considered non-living.
Yeah, we are made up of atoms in that way, right?
Yes,
We are just
we are made up
complex
of
beings which are made up of atoms, and we respond we have defined chemical limits, and we have defined rules of chemistry in which we to which we respond to, and all of this as a system together is complex enough that we are able to move. That's it.
I think that's really
Something
a
that
complex question for everyone, I guess. I'm really very sorry, but that is still a question for me. I can say that okay, that's good enough that we can consider atom living. But if you ask someone, then he will tell that it is not living, and some say that it is living. So I don't
There,
know what to consider.
yeah, Abhishek, I wanted to
you
go
know,
ahead.
see, don't take it seriously. Like a small story, like I want to add, like in around when I was in fifth standard, like we had a question like why the drop on lotus leaf it floats. It don't, you have seen that particular because the leaf of lotus has a like
Wax.
wax thing. Uh, so there was a guy. I am not going to take that person's name. So we all thought that yeah, this leaf actually have a bacteria. Because of that, this particular water stays there in the form of drop. So that guy he wrote there. It's because of grace of God. So it's like but there are many things that we can't understand. Also, or we can say that we don't have I think we are long like we have to do a journey, like we have to actually to reach this particular destination. So even as Prithvi Nath was saying about this, why to consider them as a non-living, I would like to recommend him a particular article written by Aaron Schrodinger. Do electron think? So if he wants, he can go and he can go and think. He can go and check, and they can read. So he basically said that no, electron can't think. They are non-living. But still, I think there are many things like we can't give a proper answer to it. So we have to accept it. We don't know, and we shall find it in future maybe.
Yeah, but I have one more question to add to this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Why differentiate living and non-living?
Correct.
Because no, the only way you can find out what is living is by differentiating it. What makes us is only by you can the first step is to find out what does not make us and what is not living. So that's the only way we can go about in this process.
Definition.
Yes, Abhina?
Definition. They're defining living and non-living. You mean?
I just wanted to point another thing is the Dhaira's question is actually coincidentally the reason why quantum biology was founded.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why
so
only I added that question here. So I think quantum biology can answer it in future, I can say.
yeah, no, I wanted to say this was the question. So Bohr was giving a lecture and he talked about this question and how quantum biology might explain it, and that's when someone in the audience went like, "Oh, that's interesting," and started researching about it.
Yeah, in 1929, Solvay conference. Basically, he was
Yeah,
talking about this thing only. So
yes.
yeah,
And there was also very different movements back then. So I don't remember the names exactly, but one was the reductionist, and I think other was called organist. And
Organicist.
yeah, and it was all relating to this question about
and
what
basically,
makes life. Yeah,
yeah, and
sorry.
this movement was started in 1932, I guess, at Cambridge Theoretical Biology Club. It was basically
Yeah.
club, like what we are talking here. Like it was the same kind of club. So basically, there were two school of thoughts. Like one thought that like we are just like machine. I can share that image after this talk ends.
Yeah.
One school of thought said like we are just like machine. What exactly, like we have piston, we have like particular pipe, we have area, and other thing, the organisms which you mentioned, they said like there are particular vital forces. Like there are many forces which we don't know, like it's kind of mystic forces. So yeah, even there many people at that time also um, claim particular thing like this organicist, and like this mystical
Yeah.
force like which we are talking now. So just imagine almost 120 year, like almost 100 year, like in 19
Yeah.
30s 32 and 2020 we are still talking about the same thing. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this mystic thing which we talk, which we, we actually play safe by talking about a metaphysical thing. Maybe that metaphysical thing is actually waiting to get considered into this particular part. But still,
Exactly.
hmm,
Yeah, that's very true. Spiritual and all these explanations can be scientific. You've just not
yeah,
reached there
like
yet.
why we are
Possible.
actually, like as this Prithvinath said, like why to differentiate between living or non-living, just like
Yeah.
why we are differentiating between something pseudoscience or something is actually a science. Like uh, almost 300 years ago when Leonardo da Vinci made helicopter, people think like he's a maniac. What is talking, like a man will fly in air and he will go from one place to other by following air route. But the thing is now we are actually doing, it's part of our life now.
Yeah.
So physical thing which we are considering it as a pseudoscience thing, maybe that particular thing will actually get a door, so we can,
Yeah.
we can start thinking about it, and we can actually find some progress to find such like
There,
answers to questions.
there is also a quote by someone I don't remember right now, which I really loved when I was younger, was that magic is just unexplained science, which is basically what you were trying to say. So I think that's also something we should look at in terms of quantum biology, because it is unexplained right now and it seems spooky and magical, but there might be sense in it. So should we have one more question, or shall we say our goodbyes?
Yeah, so what I am telling is that there are some people still in the chat, like other than us who we are discussing. There are some people, Maria. So uh, what do you say on this discussion? Do you want to add any point, or do you want to say anything that you understood today, that how it helped you?
I have a feeling they just like listening, so we should just let them
Yeah,
be.
but she can, yeah, she can just tell some glimpse or something like that, whatever she wants to tell. Okay, so Sakshi, are you? Yeah. So can you just add some a point that you what do you think now? What a quantum biology is as per you?
I think now I can read more about quantum biology. Earlier, I was trying to understand what was written, but rather than English, I was not getting anything. So, after knowing this quantum tunneling and everything, I think it will make sense for me.
Great, great. So I think you might have like you took up something from this discussion. I think. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So okay. So we have Suman. Suman also. She's. Uh, Hello, Suman. Yes.
Hi.
You want to add any points, or what did you understand today from this discussion, or what will you take home after this discussion?
Well, actually, I couldn't join from the beginning because I had another
Oh.
workshop. So the time I joined, you were ending at what was quantum biology. And yeah, the
Oh.
next topic was on quantum tunneling.
Yeah,
So
it was
before
just the
this,
starting, I can
I
say.
had an intention to join the meeting from the beginning. So I just Googled what is quantum biology. So there I got to know that, it's just relating the atoms and molecules and their interactions with biological things. So that's what I got to know from Googling. And yeah, after coming here, I got to know other aspects as well, quantum tunneling, and then yeah, we just went further on. So, but still, by before you terminate this meet, if anybody could just brief up on what is quantum biology in some 2 or 3 words, I think it'd be better.
Yeah, that we can move on to conclusion. I think, Manasvi, should we move on to conclusion or some
Yeah.
questions still left?
Yeah. Does anybody want to do the
Yeah,
conclusion?
please,
Apachita, maybe?
And what I suggest is, like, as we always do for our discussion, we make an article right out of it. So I think 4 people can do it this time. Abhishek,
Yeah.
Abranil, Prithvinath, and Karthikeya. I think these 4 people were the most, I can say, know about this quantum biology, and they told different points, right? So some told about quantum coherence, some told about quantum tunneling, some told about something. So I think you guys can compile an article. So if you can do that, Abranil, Abhishek, Prithvinath, and Karthikeya.
Also,
Yeah, sure.
if anybody else was
Yeah,
listening
yeah,
who
if
would
anyone
be
else.
interested,
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
have to
yeah.
be the person who participates.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Apachita, what?
No, actually, I got to learn so many things. So it's really enlightening for me. And especially if I develop field to my PhD work as well. I was just thinking
Yeah, absolutely.
in any way.
Yeah. Sure. Nice to have you, Aparijita. So, can we have a screenshot? Can you just turn on your mics,
Yeah,
everyone?
and also before that, thank you for for posing. Before that, we'll be using this on social media, so I hope you're okay with that.
Yeah, correct. So
You're giving
everyone
us
just turn on
permission.
their videos if they are if it's okay. So it would be great.
Yeah.
And if you can give us like your Twitter or Instagram handles, we'll
Yeah, you
definitely
can
tag.
retweet. Yeah, you can retweet over there or something like that. We'll just use
I'm
it.
actually planning on doing a video on this magnetoreception.
Okay.
So maybe
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe in a week or so, I've read about it. Maybe I'll make a YouTube video of it. So I'll be sure to share it over there as well.
Yeah,
you
definitely
can
send it on the
sure.
group.
Yeah, I will.
And you can also get it published on Scientific.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I can say we can merge it. I can say we can do it. Yeah,
If that's
you
possible, yes.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll figure out something. You can send it us. We'll
This
figure out
is my first time participating in this group discussion. I have no idea about anyone. This is the first time I'm meeting every one of you. So I don't know whom to contact.
Yeah.
You also asked me to contribute towards that article. I can, but I don't know whom to contact. So
Yeah, you can contact us. Okay,
Yeah,
so
from
you are
where?
in the SciChat group?
I do not know. I think I am in one group.
Are you on the WhatsApp group?
Actually, I also don't have access to iChat.
It's a community. Yes.
No.
There, you can put
okay.
the email in the chat box so they can contact.
Yeah.
So you can just
do that.
email Scientific Community and we'll give you the link and you can join the group.
Yeah. That would be great. Yeah. Because I got to know about this webinar from Logical Biology Community. Dharya posted this message onto that group.
Okay. Yeah. That's great. Actually, we had our 2 webinars with Nishant sir only with Logical Biology. First 2 webinars was with them, and it was on epithelial mesenchymal transition and cytometry. So that's how I actually know Nishant sir.
Also, okay, now time for selfie. So I hope everybody can turn on their
Actually,
camera.
Manasvi,
Abhishek,
can Can you just take a screenshot because like I will not be visible because I am taking the screenshot. Excel.
Okay.
Okay, so
I don't know how to take it because I know only how to
okay,
put it in a
function.
document. That's the
Okay,
thing.
okay, function, Windows, and print screen.
Okay, wait. I'm not very tech savvy. Where is function?
Function near the control. Okay, anyways, if anyone else can take it and just send it to the group, it would be great. So the people who are not in the group, they can mail us. I'll just take it once more. Community123. Yeah, you just mail us over here, so we'll add you in the group so that you can communicate well with us. I think
Okay,
Prithvinath left. He might be mailing, I guess. Anyways, yeah. So just we'll take a photo. Yeah.
I'm back. Wait for me, please.
Yeah.
Sure. So,
Abhishek,
yeah.
can you turn on your camera?
Just a second. I'll do a setting over there. Something. Okay, smile. Perfect. Yeah. So thank you so much everyone for listening.
One sec,
And
Dharya, can you put the link of the feedback form? We want to stay in touch with her.
but everyone left.
Yeah, but these were the main people essentially.
Yeah, just I'll send it. Just a second. Yeah, Prithvinath, you can just mail the scientific community so that the team members can add it in your group, in the group.
I think I'm in the scientific community. I don't know what's the name of that.
I think you're in the main WhatsApp group. You're not.
Yeah,
I'm in the scientific community 4 group.
Okay, so you are in the main WhatsApp group. So that's
Yes.
basically a community where most of the people they are there. So and SciChat is a, I can say, discussion forum, specially where people keep on discussing. So that's just the difference, because it was very chaotic for other people because there were many professors and research scholars over there. So that's why we created that a different group. Mm. Okay, wait. I'm just searching for the link.
I'd also share the other questions I had on quantum biology because we couldn't get into that. So maybe you guys could like discuss it on the SciChat group afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay,
Who is gonna write and compile it into the article for today's discussion on quantum biology? I think Abhishek.
Prithvinath seemed interested.
Abhishek also will. Yeah, let's Abhishek also do it. Karthike, yes, Karthike, will you?
Yes. I can do it.
Abranil?
I can't do it alone.
I think
I have no experience in writing.
yeah, sure.
We'll have everybody's perspectives on it.
Yeah. So it will be a collaborative thing. So Abranil, Karthike, Prithvinath, and Abhishek, you already guys are there in the group. So you guys can you can join the group and then we can talk for this article. So just a second, I'll do that. I'll share you the feedback link. Oh man.
Aperture, can you mute?
Yeah, I can.
It is in
Can hear
another
something else. Yeah.
Oh, it's not opening.
Okay, then we post it on the side chat. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll post it in the SciChat group so that everyone
Yeah.
जो लोग नहीं गए अभी and those who are not there, so they can fill that form, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye everyone.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you for this all.
It's really nice having all of you here.
Yeah. Bye everyone.
Bye everyone. Thank you for the lovely
Bye.
discussion.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah,
We'll
from next time we'll definitely plan out a
Astrobiology.
discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, astrobiology. I'm really very interested in that field actually.
Yeah, I mean,
Sudha Rajmani. Do anyone know Sudha Rajmani from ISER Pune?
No.
Okay, so she's actually working on astrobiology in India, and she came for a talk at our university 2 years ago, and I was really fascinated by her, and I'm thinking to do my MSc dissertation under her at ISER Pune. Yeah, so I think you can go and read up about her on internet.
You are currently an intern under Dr. Sanjeeva Srivastav.
I was.
Oh, okay. On which project?
I was on the FFP project.
Oh, okay.
That
I
project
met
was
him also.
completely
Actually,
started very
I was
new.
also going to doing internship under his mentorship. But
Okay.
due to this corona, I couldn't able to go to Mumbai, IIT Mumbai.
Oh. Actually, I worked on a FFP tissue project, so it was basically very new project. That was the thing, and Sanjeeva sir wanted to start that project, so he thought that I'm very good candidate for it because like it required many work. Like I used to work till night 2 o'clock in the lab, morning 8 to 9 too, because sir wanted to publish a paper, but like because the results are really very slow in that process for FFP tissue block and proteomics for it. Yeah. So people, most of them have already left, and we will circulate that form. I think Manasvi also left, anyways. Yeah. So bye everyone. Nice to have this.
Bye.
Discussion. Yeah. Bye. See you all. Prithvinath, you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was asking about the register. I mean, the invitation link to the SciChat group.
Can you just message me? I'll just directly forward. Okay.
I don't have your number.
Yeah, I'll just send it. Yeah. So that's my number. 7043426033. You can just text me over there, and like I'll share you the link for site.
You are Dhairya, right?
Yeah, Dhairya.
Please give me a moment. I'm sorry to take it.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so I'll
some
speak
time.
out. I'll speak out. 70. Yeah, Karthike, you can
Yes.
even message me so that I can directly send you.
Yeah.
70.
Yes.
70434.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, so 70434260033. So you both can text me. I'll send you the link. Okay. Yeah. See
Okay,
you
fine.
all. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, Suman. Bye. Bye, everyone.